Did you know every state in the U.S. has laws to protect animals? Sadly, many complaints about animal abuse go unanswered. Recognizing the signs of abuse like neglect or physical violence is crucial. Your intervention could save a life. This guide will help you become a powerful advocate for animals in need. Hi, I'm Dr. Mark, Animal Advocate from Pet News USA and Pawsitive Personals. Our mission is to empower you with the information and resources to create a safer world for animals. We provide news, expert advice, and practical tools to address issues like animal abuse. Together, we can make a difference. Building a strong case. Evidence matters. Strong evidence is crucial for authorities to take action. Document the situation thoroughly and stick to the facts. Your detailed and objective evidence strengthens your case. Your efforts can make a world of difference in an animal's life. Documenting the scene photos and videos. Photos and videos provide compelling visual evidence. Capture clear, detailed images of the abuse or neglect. Document the date, time, and location of the incident. Prioritize your safety when obtaining evidence. The power of details. Written notes. Written notes capture nuances and context. Record the date, time, and location of the incident. Describe the animal's appearance and surroundings. Be objective and stick to the facts. Taking action. Reporting animal abuse. Reporting abuse is about being a responsible citizen. Your report could be the lifeline an animal needs. Navigating the system. Understanding your options. Contact local law enforcement or animal control agencies. Familiarize yourself with the specific agencies in your area. Clear and concise communication is crucial. Provide detailed information to authorities. Share any evidence you have. Inquire about the next steps and follow up on your report. Follow up on your report to ensure action is taken. Your persistence can make a significant difference. Provide additional information if needed. Obtain a case number for tracking your report. Keep detailed records of all communication. Organize your documentation for easy reference. Persistence pays off. Advocating for action. Continue to follow up with the agency handling your report. Seek assistance from animal welfare organizations if needed. Your voice matters in advocating for animals. The law is clear. Animal cruelty is a crime. Animal cruelty is a crime in all 50 states. Law enforcement is obligated to investigate these cases. Your report can bring abusers to justice. Law enforcement's duty to serve and protect all. Officers are obligated to respond to reports of animal cruelty. They receive training to handle these cases. Working together, we can create a safer environment for animals. Ignoring animal abuse has serious consequences. It erodes public trust in law enforcement. By reporting concerns, we can create a safer world for animals. You've diligently gathered evidence, filed a detailed report, and followed up diligently with the appropriate authorities. Yet, despite your best efforts, you're met with silence, inaction, or a dismissive attitude. It's a disheartening and frustrating experience, leaving you feeling powerless and questioning whether justice will ever be served. It's important to remember that law enforcement agencies, like any large organization, can sometimes be slow to respond or bogged down by bureaucratic hurdles. While a lack of action doesn't always indicate malice or indifference, it doesn't mean you should give up. There are steps you can take to escalate your complaint and ensure that it receives the attention it deserves. Before escalating the matter, take some time to assess the situation objectively. Have you allowed sufficient time for a response? Is there a possibility that your previous communications were overlooked or misplaced? Sometimes a simple follow-up call or email reiterating your concerns and providing additional information can be enough to get the ball rolling. However, If your attempts to engage with the initial responding agency prove futile, it's time to elevate your complaint to a higher authority within that organization. This demonstrates your commitment to seeking justice for the animal and sends a clear message that you're not going to let the matter be swept under the rug. Every organization has a chain of command, and law enforcement agencies are no exception. When dealing with unresponsive or dismissive personnel, it's essential to know who to contact further up the ladder to ensure your complaint reaches the right ears. Start by identifying the supervisor or commanding officer responsible for overseeing the department or unit handling your case. This information can often be found on the agency's website or by contacting their administrative office. When reaching out, maintain a professional and respectful demeanor, clearly outlining your concerns and the lack of response you've received thus far. If contacting a supervisor doesn't yield satisfactory results, consider escalating further to the head of the agency, such as the chief of police, sheriff, or director of animal control. These individuals have a vested interest in maintaining public trust and ensuring that their officers are upholding the law and serving the community effectively. When contacting higher authorities, it's helpful to provide a concise written summary of your complaint, including dates, times, names of individuals you've interacted with, and copies of any supporting documentation. This allows them to quickly grasp the situation and initiate an internal review if necessary. While escalating your complaint within the law enforcement agency is a crucial step, it's not the only avenue available to you. Sometimes, seeking external support from animal welfare organizations, legal professionals, or the media can provide the additional leverage needed to ensure your concerns are taken seriously. Animal welfare organizations and advocacy groups often have experienced personnel who can provide guidance on navigating the system, connecting you with resources, and even advocating on your behalf. They can offer valuable insights into local laws, agency procedures, and potential strategies for holding abusers accountable. If you believe the inaction or mishandling of your case constitutes misconduct or a violation of animal cruelty laws, consider consulting with an attorney specializing in animal law. They can assess the legal merits of your case, advise you on your rights, and potentially pursue legal action if necessary. In some cases, bringing public attention to the situation can be an effective way to prompt action. Contacting local media outlets, sharing your story on social media platforms, or organizing peaceful protests can put pressure on authorities to address the issue and demonstrate the community's concern for animal welfare. When it comes to holding authorities accountable and ensuring that animal abuse complaints are taken seriously, public pressure can be a powerful tool for change. In today's interconnected world, where information travels at lightning speed, shedding light on injustice and mobilizing public support can make a significant difference in how these cases are handled. Remember, law enforcement agencies and government officials are ultimately accountable to the public they serve. When a community speaks out against animal cruelty and demands justice, those in positions of authority are more likely to take notice and respond accordingly. By raising awareness and garnering public support, you create a climate where ignoring or dismissing animal abuse becomes untenable. One of the most effective ways to harness the power of the public is by sharing your story with local media outlets. Newspapers, television stations, and online news platforms are often looking for compelling local stories that resonate with their audience. A well-crafted press release or a direct appeal to a reporter can bring much-needed attention to your case and put pressure on authorities to act. Social media platforms have become powerful tools for activism and advocacy, providing a global stage to share stories, mobilize support, and hold individuals and institutions accountable. By crafting a compelling narrative, sharing photos and videos as evidence, and using relevant hashtags, you can amplify your message and reach a wider audience, potentially sparking outrage and prompting action from those in power. Uniting for animals, petitions, public officials, and community action. Public pressure can take many forms, from online petitions to organized protests, each with its own strengths and potential impact. The key is to choose strategies that align with your comfort level, resources, and the specific circumstances of your case. Online petitions have become increasingly popular tools for advocacy, providing an easy and accessible way for concerned citizens to voice their support for a cause and demand action from decision-makers. Platforms like Change.org and MoveOn.org host millions of petitions on a wide range of issues including animal welfare. By creating a compelling petition, gathering signatures, and delivering it to the relevant authorities, you can demonstrate the strength of public sentiment and urge them to take concrete steps to address the issue. Contacting your elected officials is another important avenue for advocacy. Your representatives at the local, state, and federal levels have a duty to represent your interests and address your concerns. A well-written letter, email, or phone call outlining your concerns about animal cruelty and urging them to support stronger animal protection laws or increased enforcement efforts can make a difference. Remember, there's strength in numbers. Organizing a peaceful protest or demonstration outside a courthouse, city hall, or other government building can be a powerful way to draw attention to your cause, demonstrate public outrage, and demand accountability. Building a coalition for change partnerships and long-term impact. While individual actions are essential, creating lasting change often requires building a strong coalition of like-minded individuals and organizations, all working towards a common goal. By joining forces with established animal welfare groups, partnering with local businesses, and engaging with community leaders, you can amplify your impact and create a powerful force for animal protection. Local animal shelters, rescue organizations, and humane societies are often on the front lines of combating animal cruelty, providing care for abused and neglected animals, and advocating for their well-being. They possess valuable expertise, resources, and networks that can be invaluable in your advocacy efforts. Consider partnering with local businesses that share your passion for animal welfare. Pet stores, veterinary clinics, and grooming salons can be valuable allies, providing space for informational materials, hosting fundraising events, or even offering discounts to customers who donate to animal welfare causes. Remember that creating lasting change requires sustained effort and a long-term vision. Consider forming a local animal welfare group or joining an existing one to address animal cruelty issues in your community. Your voice matters. Be the change for animals. We've covered a lot of ground in this guide, from the importance of gathering evidence and understanding reporting channels, to navigating roadblocks and harnessing the power of public pressure. The journey of an animal advocate can be challenging, often filled with frustration, heartache, and a sense of powerlessness. But remember this, your voice matters. Your actions, no matter how small they may seem, have the power to make a difference in the lives of animals who need us most. Never underestimate the impact of a single voice speaking up against injustice. Your phone call, your email, your petition signature, your presence at a protest, these are the building blocks of a more compassionate and just society for all creatures. By standing up for those who cannot speak for themselves, you become a beacon of hope, a voice for the voiceless, a force for positive change. Remember, the fight against animal cruelty is not a sprint, it's a marathon. There will be setbacks, delays, and moments of despair. But it's in those moments that we must dig deep, find strength in our compassion, and remember why we started this journey in the first place, to create a world where animals are no longer subjected to abuse, neglect, or indifference. So, the next time you witness animal abuse or hear a story that breaks your heart, don't turn away. Don't assume someone else will take care of it. You have the power to make a difference. Gather your evidence, report the abuse, follow up diligently, and never be afraid to raise your voice for those who cannot speak for themselves. Continuing the conversation, resources, and support. As we conclude this guide, it's important to remember that you're not alone in this fight. There are countless organizations, resources, and individuals dedicated to protecting animals and ending cruelty. Whether you need guidance on reporting abuse, legal assistance, emotional support, or simply want to connect with like-minded individuals, there's a network of compassion waiting to embrace you. We encourage you to visit our website, where you'll find a comprehensive list of animal welfare organizations, hotlines, legal resources, and educational materials tailored to your state. We've also compiled a toolkit with sample letters to law enforcement, templates for public records requests, and tips on organizing effective advocacy campaigns. Remember, knowledge is power. The more informed you are about animal welfare laws, reporting procedures, and advocacy strategies, the more effective you'll be in your efforts to create a safer world for animals. We believe that everyone has the potential to be an animal hero. It doesn't require special skills or a cape, just a compassionate heart, a willingness to speak up, and the determination to never give up on those who depend on us. Together, let's be the change we wish to see in the world, a world where every animal is treated with kindness, respect, and the dignity they deserve.